Guys, in this video, I will discuss about the Leibniz's theorem for the nth order derivative of the product of two functions. So let us see that what is the statement of Leibniz theorem and how can we use the Leibniz theorem by solving one example. So for using the Leibniz theorem, first we have to consider two functions u and v, which is also a function of x, and they are also differentiable at least up to m times. Then the nth derivative of the product we can write as uv suffix n is equal to summation over r is equal to 0 to n ncr u n minus r vr, where the suffixes are denote the order of the differentiation. And now if we expand this series, so now we can write that nc0 u and v, whereas v0 means there is no derivative of the function v, plus nc1 u n minus 1 v1, that means we differentiate the term u n minus 1th time and v is 1 times, plus nc2 u n minus 2 plus v2 plus dot dot plus uvn, whereas the function there is in the last term there is no derivative on the function u, and here we do the nth derivative on the function v. And if we simplify, we can write that u and v plus nc1 u n minus 1 v1 plus nc2 u n minus 2 v2 plus dot dot plus uvn. And here you have to remind this relation of NCR, that the combination that is factorial n by factorial n minus r into factorial r. So this is the statement of Leibniz theorem, and now I will discuss about one problem, that how we use the Leibniz theorem. So here we take one problem, that if y is equal to sine inverse x whole square, then prove that 1 minus x square yn plus 2 minus 2n plus 1 xy n plus 1 minus n square yn is equal to 0. So here what is given, that y is equal to sine inverse x whole square. And see the question, here the highest order derivative is yn plus 2. So here first we have to find the second order derivative of the given function, and then we use the Leibniz theorem. That means when we use the Leibniz theorem, we have to also check the highest order derivative, and upon this we have to decide that from where, that how to use the Leibniz theorem. So here the highest order derivative is yn plus 2. So here we will first find out to second order derivative and then we use the Leibniz theorem. Suppose if there is any term like yn plus m, then first we have to find the mth derivative of the function y, and then we use the Leibniz theorem. So here, since this is yn plus 2, since this is yn plus 2, so first we have to find the second order derivative. So here we get y is equal to sine inverse x whole square, and differentiate with respect to x, we get that dy dx is equal to 2 sine inverse x divided by root over 1 minus x square. So then now, and we can write the dy dx as y1. So we write 2 sine inverse x divided by root over 1 minus x square. So now from here, if we both sides squaring, we get 1 minus x square, y1 square is equal to 4 sine inverse x whole square. Whereas the sine inverse x whole square mean first we get y. So here we put that 1 minus x square y1 square is equal to 4y. So now this is a term with consisting of the first order derivative. So now we will go to the second order derivative. That means if we again differentiate with respect to x, so let's see that what we get. So again if we differentiate, we get that 1 minus x square 2y1 y2 minus 2x y1 square is equal to 4y1, and here 2y1 is cancelled out from both sides, so we can write that 1 minus x square minus xy1 is equal to 2, and we can write that from here we can write 1 minus x square y2 minus xy1 minus 2 is equal to 0. So now we will going to use the Leibniz theorem. So how can we use the Leibniz theorem? See here, there are three terms, and this is one product term, that is 1 minus x square into y2. Here x into y1, and here 2. This is a constant. So see here, if we differentiate it nth time, this will be vanishes. So now I will use the Leibniz theorem first of all on this product of two terms, that is 1 minus x square y2. Now let's see. Let's see here 1 minus x square y2, and we know that the relation is, the Leibniz theorem states that uvn is equal to unv plus nc1 un minus 1 v1 plus nc2 un minus 2 v2 plus dot dot plus uvn. So here we choose that u is equal to y2 and v is equal to 1 minus x square. So now from here you can say that v1, that means the first order derivative of v is minus 2x, and v2 is equal to minus 2. And onwards v3 to up to vn all are 0. And here u is equal to y2. And if we differentiate it nth times, we get un is equal to yn plus 2. If we differentiate u n minus 1th time, we will get yn plus 1. And if we differentiate u n minus 2th time, we will get yn. So now there is a question that how can we get this? See here, if we consider a function u as y2, then if we differentiate it one time, then what we get? y3. That means y of 1 plus 2. If you differentiate it again, that means u2 is equal to, you get y4. That is y2 plus 2. So similarly, if you find it, if you differentiate it nth time, so you will get un is equal to yn plus 2. If you differentiate n minus 1th time, you will get yn plus 1. If you differentiate n minus 2 times, you will get un minus 2 is equal to yn. So now let us put all these values of un, v1, un minus 1, un minus 2, v1, v2, then see that what we get. See here that if we put the values of the un minus 1 on so on, so what we get? That 1 minus x square yn plus 2. That means this is the actually the nth derivative of 1 minus x square y2 suffix n. So what we get from this series, that is un, we get yn plus 2. Here we write yn plus 2, and v is 1 minus x square. Then nc1, what is, then un minus 1, that is yn plus 1, and v1 minus 2x plus nc2 un minus 2 yn, and v2 is minus 2. And since all the terms about the v3, v4 and vn is 0, so we stop here. Okay, so now we have to find, now we have to consider the term xy, and now we will use the Leibniz theorem on this term. So xy1 and xy1 n. Here we take u is equal to y1 and v is equal to x. And from the statement of uv, from the statement of Leibniz theorem, that uvn is equal to unv plus nc1 un minus 1 v1 plus nc2 n minus 2 v2 plus and so on. See here, we take u is equal to y1 and v is equal to x. Whereas v1 is equal to 1 and onwards v2, all the derivative of v is 0. And un is equal to, we can write now yn plus 1, un minus 1 yn, and so on. So now, by using the Leibniz theorem, that if we apply Leibniz theorem here, we will find that xy1 suffix n is equal to, we can write yn plus 1x plus nc1 yn 1. And first we say that if we differentiate the constant term, that will be 0. So now we will put that, now if we use the Leibniz theorem here on this equation, so what we get? Then the 1 minus x square y2 suffix n, that is 1 minus x square yn plus 2 plus nc1 yn plus 1 minus 2x plus nc2 yn minus 2, and xy1 suffix n, that is yn plus 1x plus nc1 yn into 1. So now we put all this value here. So we get that 1 minus x square, that is 1 minus x square y2 minus xy1 minus 2. Here applying the Leibniz theorem, we get 1 minus x square yn plus 2 minus 2nx yn plus 1 minus n into n minus 1 y1 minus xyn plus 1 minus nyn is equal to 0. Okay, that means here we actually, if you simplify it, you will get this, that is 1 minus x square yn plus 2 plus nc1 means n, that means minus plus minus 2nx yn plus 1 plus n into n minus 1 by 2 into 2yn. Here 2 and 2 cancel out, so we get this relation, and if we simplify, we will get 1 minus x square yn plus 2 minus of 2n plus 1 x yn plus 1 minus n square yn is equal to 0. So I hope you understand the topic. So thank you.